We have team weather coverage. Our first alert meteorologist chief, Steve Weigel, James Wieland here. We just talked about the 2 a.m. advisory. A little difference in it.
You know, Steve, I thought you really had a great point here because a lot of the chatter on social media, especially in places like Palm Beach County, people say, well, we're not in the cone. But I think people are focused on just kind of that central part. And you mentioned if this goes a little further south, you know, you could still get the brunt of some of those winds.
You could get the strongest winds, even though you weren't in the cone. Yeah, people misunderstand the cone of a hurricane. It is not where the strongest winds will be. It's where the eye may track at any point in the next few days. And I'll show you that cone in just a second. There's a look at our storm, 160-mile-an-hour winds. Well-developed Category 5 hurricane making landfall roughly midnight. That'll be on the west coast of Florida, and then tracking across the state and then eventually working off around Melbourne. Some of the latest models James and I have been watching have a track that's GFS and the Euro more in toward Tampa again and perhaps a little farther north. That would be a nice trend, maybe get it a little farther away from our area at 5 a.m. with the new track coming out then. Here's a closer look at it, and here's the air cone. So this cone is in place not to show you where the strongest winds will be. It is to tell you where the eye of the storm could be at any time. So if that eye tracks along the southern edge of this cone, we have the strongest winds and the worst weather outside the cone. It's in Palm Beach County, it's in Broward County. And you may say, well, that's not going to happen. And I will tell you that in Hurricane Ian and in Charlie and Wilma, that did happen. In fact, in Ian just a couple of years ago, that eye tracked along the southern edge and instead of going toward Tampa, made its way into Fort Myers and had a massive impact there. And some of the solid destruction in Hurricane Ian was outside that error cone because the strongest winds and the greatest storm surge are on the right side of the track. So that's a situation that we don't want to get into. Some of the latest models that have been coming in are trending, as I said, a little farther north. But this is where the eye of the storm can be at any time. The strongest winds, the greatest threat for tornadoes, the highest storm surge are typically on the right side of the track. So this would be the right side of the track if the storm's moving in this direction. So if you have an eye here, you suddenly have the worst weather, far and away the worst weather in Palm Beach County, which is out of that cone. So the cone tells you where the eye is going to be, not where the strongest weather is going to be. So we have a hurricane warning, St. Lucie, Indian River, Okeechobee counties, and we have that tropical storm warning for Martin County and also for Palm Beach County. And some of these warnings were late to get in place. I always tell people if you get into a hurricane watch or warning, you want to get your shutters up, and you have limited time as we get in toward the daybreak hours. And I want to bring in James because he's going to talk more about what we can expect as we get into sunrise and after.
Yeah, a little bit of time in the morning. It's not going to be all that bad in the morning. There will be a few squalls around, but for the most part, the sustained winds, not all that bad. You'll be able to get some last minute things done, maybe taking some of the pool furniture or anything that can blow around outside. Rainfall, we could pick up another inch from any of those scattered squalls. That could cause some flooding concerns too, and we'll even start off with a small tornado threat. Even on the Treasure Coast too, a small tornado threat. A little bit better chance for some rain in the morning for the Treasure Coast, and then especially as we get later in the day too. So increasing tornado threat as we get past the lunchtime hour here. South wind picks up 30 to even by 6 o'clock could be gusting 50 or so miles an hour. Another couple inches of rain as some of those bands really pick up in intensity. And as we all know, even a quick passing band can dump an inch of rain in a very, very short period of time. Treasure Coast too, a little bit more rain for you. And again, increased tornado threat there as we get later in the day through the dinner time hours, and then even dinner time through the first half of the night. We'll see that tornado threat and that rain threat. I'd say the second half of the night, say by midnight, 1, 2 a.m., rain chances go away, tornado threat goes away, winds continue to pick up, especially the Treasure Coast. This won't even be your peak in these overnight hours, but the winds will get quite strong out there, and that tornado threat again for the first half of the night, and then the second half, the rain pretty much goes away as dry air moves in. Now, for Thursday morning, very, very windy. Not a whole lot of rain at all, but the wind is going to be very strong, and we'll see 40, 60, maybe even some higher gusts moving on through. Even without the squalls, we'll see those gusts move on through. The rainfall is going to be limited, and then late in the day on Thursday, the rain tapers off. Treasure Coast, this is your peak on Thursday. Thursday morning, even through lunchtime. The storm's going to exit the coastline around 2 p.m., so that's going to be its closest approach to the northern Treasure Coast, say Vero and Sebastian area, and then it'll push off after that, and we'll see things quiet down as we get into the overnight, Thursday night into Friday morning. Still breezy on Friday, but it's not going to be tropical storm force. It's going to be more of a northeast wind, and that's going to really make it rough right along the coastline, and we'll start to transition into more of a marine hazard situation for Friday and early Saturday.